doing, whereby we save a file as a PDF and then eventually we will email the file. Okay, we will email the PDF to the recipient. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you actually. So basically my intention is, I will try to actually save a Microsoft Word as a PDF in a particular folder, and then eventually I will email the PDF to the recipient. So first thing is, you need to select the automated cloud flow, because this one will be triggered by a particular event. So I'm going to click here, and then you will notice that a box will appear. So here you have the flow name. You can actually put any random name, okay, minimum with 3 letters. Like for example, over here must have 3 characters over here. So what I'm going to do is, I want to put this as save PDF and email to recipient. Okay, so this is my name of the flow. That means I will save PDF in one file, and then eventually I will email to a particular recipient. And then what I'll do is, I actually want to know that when the file is created. So I'm going to type here OneDrive. Okay, so you have this OneDrive. So we have so many OneDrive, but my one is basically OneDrive for business. So I want to choose when a file is created. I'm going to click it over here, and I'm going to press create. So the moment when the file has been created, the moment when I have a Microsoft Word in that particular folder, I want to actually convert it to a PDF, and then from PDF I want to send to the recipient. So I'm going to click it over here. So now they will ask you which folder that you want the file to be saved or file to be created. So I'm going to click it over here, and of course they will ask the root. So what I'll do is, I'll just click the particular folder. So I'll choose folder 1. So if just say there is a file in folder 1, okay, so folder 1 is the file that I'm going to save, and then I'm going to choose show all. Okay, so there will be no subfolder, and then of course I'll just press yes for info book content type. And then what I'm going to do next is, I want to click a plus a new action over here. So the moment, if you notice, when a file has been created, the next thing is, I want to actually convert. Okay, convert to what? Convert to PDF. So I'm going to click here, OneDrive for business, convert file. So the moment when you have a file, I want to actually convert this. I'm going to click it over here. So what I want to do is, the file is, I want to actually have the file identifier. So I'm going to click a backslash and insert dynamic content, and I'll choose file identifier, because they ask what is the identifier. I want to know the file identifier, and then I want to convert it as a PDF. Alright, so file identifier, and then here PDF. Boom. And then here file created, convert file. I'm going to click here, add. Okay, the next thing is, what I want to do is, I just want to create a file. So I'm going to put here create. Okay, so what happens is, it will create a file. So same thing, OneDrive for business. So basically, when the file has been created, I want to convert to PDF, and once convert to PDF, I want to actually save in a particular folder. So I want to click on this folder over here, where I want to save. I actually want to save in a different folder. The name of the folder is save as PDF. And then what will be my file name? Well, I'll put here backslash insert dynamic content. So the file name is, I'll just click here, so the name of the file in the convert, and then the content also same thing. I'll click here backslash insert dynamic content, and I'll choose file content. So now this is the details. I'll click here. So now we do have the process when a file is created, converting the file, creating the file, and then the next step is sending an email. So what I'll do is, I'll just put here send. Okay, so it will send an email. So of course, if you are using Microsoft Outlook, so send email. Okay, so I'll click here Office 365 Outlook, send an email. So once I send an email, the next step is who you want to send. Okay, I want to send to a sender, to the recipient name 𝗔𝘂𝘁𝗵𝗴, and then maybe I just want to put here FM notes, financial modeling notes. And then what I want to do is, I want to put here, dear Alan, kindly refer to the attached file. Okay, and then thanks and best regards. Okay, so you can actually have your own draft, but I'm going to show a simple one. And then what I'm going to do is, I want to click here show all, because I want to send the attached file based on what has been converted. So I go to this attachment, attach new item. Okay, so here I'll click a backslash insert dynamic content. Alright, so what I want to do is, the file name is the convert file, and then what is the content? The content is a PDF. So insert dynamic content, under the convert file, this is the content. So now this is the thing, and then I click it over here and I press save. So once I press save, you will notice that over here there's a green color line that show your flow is ready to go. So what you need to do is you need to go back and then you need to refresh. Okay, so I'm going to press here. So now if just say your flow is running or the flow is fail or success, it will actually show over here. So you just need to click refresh or you need to wait for few seconds. So what I'm going to do is I just want to put my Microsoft Word. So in this particular folder there is a notes called financial model notes. I want to copy this and I want to put in this folder 1, because if I put in folder 1, automatically it will save as PDF in this folder and then eventually it will email to the sender. So I'm going to put here Control V. Okay, so now this is the file. So what I need to do is I need to go back to my Google Chrome, this Power Automate web page. I need to refresh this. Okay, sometime you need to refresh several times. If you notice carefully, currently it has been running. So if they say your status is failed or succeeded or running, it will pop out over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it over here. So once I click over here, you will notice that your flow has ran successfully. That means it takes 2 seconds for the file to be created, 6 seconds to convert as a PDF, and 9 seconds to save the file in the particular folder, and another 2 seconds to send the email to the recipient. So 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 9 is about 17. 17 plus 2 is about 19. So overall, you can say about 20 seconds for you to automate this task. So now when I go to my inbox and when I look it over here, automatically I have sent an email to this particular person, and the file is in the form of PDF. So if you notice carefully, initially I dropped the file in folder 1, financial modeling notes. When I go to save as PDF, it is already created, modified 6:26 AM as a PDF, and then this PDF has been sent to the email. So we can actually use Power Automate to do so many things, so many exciting things. So yeah, this is how we can actually automate our tasks.